I am Mano Singh, proudly associated with the Standard Bank Group within KwaZulu-Natal. My role is Executive Head of Insurance, Asset Management and Fiduciary. I think my career journey, if you think about it in my instance, is I was intent on getting into the workforce, and I was just looking voraciously for a door to open and for some opportunity to present itself. Well, work actually gives you dignity in life, and we all aspire to be able to have the potential to earn. So for me, I started off as a branch secretary in an insurance company within the financial services industry. So while I was branch secretary, it was tedious work, and I continued to study law after hours, and it kept my mind busy and focused on the future. So I was this person who, like a mason, just chipping away at a block of stone, trying to carve a future for myself. I think for me, being a perfectionist and also a driver, I was intent on ensuring that whatever I did, I was putting in all of the passion into delivering what I needed to deliver on a daily basis, and excelling, working long hours, and remember also studying my first love, which was law, on after hours. When I started my journey or my career, the one thing I learned is that I had to focus on the future. While progressing through my career, I occupied I headed up many specialized areas, in the financial services industry, and that gave me the confidence and the skills to be able to progress into senior leadership roles. I think for me, some of my future goals would be, and I've already started work in that, is where I'm actually mentoring and coaching young leaders, individuals who are actually at crossroads in their career and life journeys, that will assist them in terms of fulfilling their career aspirations. It's critical for women who have been marginalized largely in society, and who bear the brunt of actually holding home, especially during COVID, where there's so many social burdens that affect women currently. And the one thing women have done well as they pursued their professional careers was that they relied on helpers, they relied on schooling, and they relied on aftercare to be able to balance their home work life. If it really works in terms of creating work-life balance and allowing women in the workplace to progress progress in their careers, one of the things that is essential in terms of validating oneself as a woman firstly, is to be able to study, validate yourself, and also be able to not only have a seat at the table but have a voice at the table as well. For me, starting off my career as a branch secretary was really humbling, and the one thing that kept me focused on the future was my studying, and that is what actually kept me going over the years. By the time I'd actually completed both of my legal degrees, I was so immersed in the financial services world that I actually couldn't even think of pursuing a legal career, and it would have been career suicide for me to actually go backwards, and also it would have affected me financially in terms of changing paths at that moment in time. When you come at a crossroad, now you decide, okay, do I pursue this legal career? Do I remain in this particular industry that has shaped me and in which I'm confident, and which is an exciting industry and which has served me well over the years? And then you come to realize, okay, I've actually come to realize that I'm really embedded in the financial services world, and it's given me the ethos to be who I am. Education is never wasted, so it's always going to give you the edge in terms of peer groups, and it's absolutely critical and pivotal that if you want to grow and aspire into senior leadership roles, to have a fully rounded education and knowledge around critical aspects, especially with the fourth industrial revolution that commands or demands certain skills in this world for you to actually perform optimally. I think very close to my heart is the issue around gender and violence and marginalization of women in our society, and also the imbalance that we've currently faced working from home, which has placed a lot of social burden on women. And sadly, our society is a patriarchal society, and then we live in a society that marginalizes women. And then when you look at the corporate world and this patriarchal disposition then translates into the composition of the boardroom, and that too then marginalizes women. And then when you look to government, where there's a little progress, there has been very little social reform to actually assist and protect women, leaving them vulnerable and exposed in society. On my journey, I've always looked to individuals who have inspired me to be who I am today, and a critical part of that is my father, who is my inspiration. And one of the critical things he taught me was that never to sacrifice your principles, and integrity was a core value that you needed to carry in everything you did. And that is what I try to live by today. And critical to him was that we treat every being as equal, and we take care, we respect, and we love everybody around and everything, whether it's an animal or a human being. We display that kind of affection for everybody equally. My mother, on the other hand, gave me the gift of prayer, and it's something that I carry with me when I need to, especially in those moments of darkness where I do need some kind of protection, and I'm really grateful for that. The third piece to that is that I'm married to my soulmate, and my husband has been a pillar of strength in terms of supporting me and journeying with me, and has really helped me in terms of allowing me to become the person I wanted to be.